Today's yoga story is Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. Hello, welcome to episode 2.
There's our blanket, excellent.
Asymmetrical twist. Dropping and sinking up.
Notice how
So just notice. Joining us for the second episode of next week. Namaste. Hello and welcome to episode 91 of Namaste Yoga. I was joking before we started filming today that I demanded only red M&Ms in the green room and shade for the filming today. So I got my wish. I don't eat M&Ms, but actually I have eaten M&Ms. At Phoenix Rising Yoga Therapy, they offer M&Ms, and wow, I ate a lot of them when I was there. But anyway, I digress. Today's episode is a very special episode that I want to dedicate to Rondell Parker. He is one of my Facebook friends, one of the most generous people I know. He donates monthly to the show, and he is also very generous in his kind comments on Facebook and encouragement and inspiration. So thank you, Rondell. And the reason why I'm dedicating this show to him is because we did a little vote. You can like us on Facebook, and we interact a lot about the shows. And through the yoga stories, I've been getting people to vote what story they want next. So we did a little vote for what class people wanted next, and Rondell was the only person that voted for Cobra Pose. So I think Rondell might be the only one that enjoys the show, but it's for him. And I also want to I received a donation this morning from Viola Virginia Fazio from Roma, Italy, and she is also another incredibly kind viewer, and I just appreciate all your donations so much. This is what I do for a living, and your support helps me to continue to be able to do it, so I don't have to go out and get another job to support what I do. That makes me really happy. And to be able to live my Dharma, I truly believe that I'm meant to be teaching yoga, and it's definitely my path. So I really appreciate all your support in allowing me to do that. Okay, so I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Let's go ahead and begin our practice today with Cobra Pose. I'm going to get you to lie down on your back. So settle down into the ground, bend your knees if your low back is bothering you, turn your palms up towards the ceiling or sky. And we'll begin by talking about cobras. They're such fascinating creatures. Because cobras live to be very old and they shed their skins, they're another symbol of rebirth and regeneration in ancient wisdom. So the cobra shows up quite a bit in Hindu mythology. Shiva wears a snake around his neck as a sign symbolizing deep familiarity with the fear of death. So the snake is a powerful symbol of relinquishing the fears as we progress on the spiritual path. Ganesh also wears a snake around his waist as a homage to his father's teachings and his commitment to mastering his fears. But always with Ganesh, there's sort of a funny story that goes along with that. So if you missed that last week in Ardha Chandrasana, you remember how actually Ganesh picked up a snake to cinch his waist in because he'd eaten so many sweets too. Snakes are definitely very much to be feared. They bite, they strike, they spit poison, and they crush small creatures to death. They'll swallow them whole. So definitely they help us overcome our fears. And the cobra was used by the gods to churn the ocean of the nectar of immortality, to get that nectar of immortality. And if you go back to the Karmasana episode, you'll hear about how they used the cobra to tug both ends of the pot, so that the grip on the cobra helped them get that nectar of immortality. So it helps them overcome the fear of death and that strong desire for immortality. And it's through grabbing hold of the cobra that the demigods and demons found their route to immortality. So overcoming fears of death, regeneration, rebirth, and immortality. These are the themes that we work with when we work with Cobra. So bringing all of those into your field of consciousness, begin to set an intention for how you would like to work with Cobra pose. What is it you would like to receive from your yoga practice today? And then once you set your intention, you're just going to go ahead and roll over onto your stomach. So I have to say, you guys are the only one getting this class. I'm off from teaching my yoga classes locally for the next 2 weeks. So I might not seem so polished today since I'm teaching this to you for the first time. So we're going to start on our stomach. We're going to start working with Cobra right away. Why not, right? Take your hands underneath your shoulders, your elbows back inside your body, close to your body, and roll your shoulders back and up. Now press the front of your pelvis into the ground, and we're just going to start by doing Cobra building, keeping the root of your spine sinking into the ground. You're going to inhale, lift your spine up, and we're not going big, we're just going to go small. So you're just thinking about moving sequentially through your spine here. And let this be a warm-up. Let this be an unraveling. Inhale up and exhale down. Cobra is such a fabulous pose. It's one I do almost every day. It opens your heart, strengthens your back. It's such a great counter pose for life. This pose, I really credit this pose with getting to the root of my shoulder issues. Through practicing this pose every day, I now have enough strength in my back to keep my shoulders where they belong, rather than have them rolling forward and causing all sorts of tension in my neck. So as your spine starts to free up, as you begin to warm it up, maybe you'll come up higher, but we're really focusing just on moving your spine here. Not on trying to get anywhere. Just on feeling that movement through your spine. Keep your chin tucked. Let that movement be in your upper back. You're not your neck. We don't care how far your neck can go. So remember that Jalandhara Bandha that we worked with. Okay, and then you're going to push up onto all fours and come back onto your heels for child's pose. Then walk your hands over to one side so that you're lengthening your spine laterally. And come to the other side. And then come on back center. And let's come onto your backs now. So, bend your, I'm in the sun again, isn't that funny? I'm going to have you bend your knees, place your feet flat on the floor. So now we're going to sequentially move through your spine from bottom to top. Well, we were doing that before. Now we're going to move it slightly differently. But tuck your tail under and you're going to peel your spine up off the ground. And lift and open your heart. And then let's roll back down. So focus here. Oh, I just had a really nice spinal release. Focus here on rolling through your spine, bone by bone. This is a really great one to place a block between your legs. A lot of times I see people and their knees are way out like this, like they're birthing. So keep your legs parallel. So it's like we're charming our spine just the way you would charm a snake right now. Charming it into moving more fluidly. And then hug your knees into your chest. Okay, so we're going to try something else that has on occasion felt good in my spine. It can be a really lovely massage for your spine. I think it has a lot to do with the surface that you're on though. So try it out. If it works for you, great. If not, then, just wait for us to finish. You're going to bend your knees, place your hands behind your knees, tuck your chin. You'll exhale, roll up. Round your spine, you're going to roll back and up. So you're massaging your spine. Actually, it feels pretty good on the surface. So I think it really does kind of just depend on your surface. So the idea here is that we're massaging all the muscles along your spine. And by doing that, hopefully they'll let go a little bit more. So we can become really bendy, flexible cobras. Great. Okay. And then come to a comfortable seated position. We're going to do one of my favorite things. And that's the Spinal Energy series. And I love doing this one outside. If you can do this outside, it's absolutely fantastic. You can do this series. Oh, there's a really adorable Labrador walking by. He's just been swimming. You could do... somebody sent me a picture of their dogs that come out and do their yoga with them. One of my viewers from Italy is fantastic, and I'm not sure if that was Viola now. I think it's not, because I think Viola is not on Facebook, but it's on Facebook. Check it out. It's awesome. Okay, so the Spinal Energy series. Wow, how about that single pointed focus of the yogi today, huh? Not really happening. Spinal Energy series. You can do it sitting on a chair. that would be totally fine. And modify that way. You could also do it kneeling on all fours. So I'll show you what we're going to do and give you modifications each step of the way. And probably we'll take some breaks in between because we're going to do the full series. Takes a good amount of time, so it's a fairly long time to be sitting. Place your hands on your ankles. It works your spine from the bottom to the top. So if you focus on that, increasing your spine, flexibility in your spine kind of sequentially moving up, it works really well that way. So hands on your ankles. You're going to inhale, tip your pelvis forward, and exhale, round your pelvis back. So here our focus is on the very base of your spine. Think tailbone. So you could do this also from kneeling and really let that movement come from your tail mostly. Or you can do it sitting in a chair. It's totally fine. So do what works for you. Oh, it's the day of adorable dogs. Now there's a gorgeous red retriever going by. Okay, hands on your ankles. You're going to inhale, rock your pelvis forward, and exhale back. Halfway. Big inhale, full exhale. Breathe in part way and suspend your breath until the need to exhale is great. When you do this series outside, you can hold your breath a lot longer. Okay, let me show you the next little piece here. But first, let's just stretch out your legs. So how about a nice down dog? Stretch out your legs. I love doing down dog outside because when you go upside down, you just see all the trees around you when we're here. Okay. All right, so the next piece, you're going to circling. Now, you can, I feel like I've skipped a piece, but I don't think I have. Yeah, you're going to circle. And you can do this one kneeling on all fours again. So you're just going to circle. Imagine circling your rib cage. So your navel is going to draw a cylinder here. You can do it sitting on a chair, or you can sit cross-legged. So if you sit cross-legged, you're going to place your hands on your knees. Inhale, circle around front, and exhale around back. Try and keep your sit bones anchored at the back here too, not lift off. Feel your spine loosening up. Circle the other way. Feel your spine freeing up. Just imagine your spine as nimble as a snake. Inhale, center. And exhale. It's like scraping the peanut butter jar. That's what they really call it in Kundalini. Okay, let's do another down dog before we do the next one. Okay, so the next one, there's a red ant here. They bite badly. So I thought I would remove that obstacle before we go on. The next one, you're going to place your hands on your shoulders with your fingertips facing front and your thumbs behind you. And then you're going to inhale. Let me do this so it mirrors you. Inhale to the left and exhale to the right. So this one you can do standing up. Would be a great way to do it if you're uncomfortable sitting. Okay, so you ready? Inhale left, exhale. Big, huge inhale. Huge exhale. Breathe in part way and hold. Exhale when they need is great. Whew. I love doing this series outside. It's just like, it's so invigorating. There's so much oxygen around with all these trees. It's so fantastic. Okay, moving up the spine. Another down dog just to stretch out your legs. Okay. And now we're doing heart center. So you're moving from your heart on this one. You can do it from all fours, just like cat pose with the focus of moving from your heart center. You can do it sitting. Hands are supposed to be on your knees here. And here, relax your shoulders, but your arms are supposed to be straight. So don't make it like this. Make it like this. And move from your heart, okay? Exhale, round back. Inhale, forward. Ooh, this feels good. Feel how lubricated and fluid your spine's becoming. Big inhale, full exhale, inhale part way, draw the energy up your spine, exhale when the need is great. Look up at your third eye. Whew. I'm buzzing now. Okay, let's do shoulders. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So this one you could do standing, you could do sitting in a chair. Some people, I love this one, and I'm queen of shoulder tension. I deal with shoulder tension a lot. Some people find it too much on their shoulders, though. So pay attention to your own body, listen to its own cues, and if you prefer, you can do inhale up and exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Okay, that's good for everybody. Really focus on the dropping, not the lifting. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale part way and hold. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Eyes up to your third eye. And exhale. Now circle your head around in front 5 times one way. And 5 times the other way. Okay, so come back to center. We're going to do down dog rolling through up dog now. I love this one. So spread your fingers nice and wide. For some reason my jade mat is not sticking today, but I think it must be because I have cream on my hands or something. So you're going to come to down dog. I'm having a really tired time getting grip. Okay, and then you're going to tuck your tail under and roll forward into upward facing dog. Oh, that feels good. So exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Let's go back and forth like that. Building strength in our upper bodies. I'm having so much trouble sticking. Okay, we're going to do one more because I'm about worn out. Okay, and then come back into child's pose to rest. Tuck your toes under, come up into a squat, and you're going to roll all the way up to standing. Okay, when you come to standing, stand with your feet underneath your hip bones. Inner edges of your feet are parallel. Spread your toes nice and wide. You're going to inhale, take your arms straight up overhead. Reach up through your spine. You're going to side bend here. Inhale, back center. I have to share with you, I'm already having performance anxiety about how big my Cobra is going to be. See, that doesn't really matter at all, right? That's why we call it yoga for real people, not yoga for yoga models. I switch sides, by the way. Okay, come on back center. Lower your arms down. Shake it out. Take your feet a little bit wide. And let's do a standing twist. So you exhale to the side, lift your opposite heel. Inhale, center, exhale to your side. Good. And then come on back center. And you're going to drop your chin to your chest. We're going to roll down through your spine, bone by bone by bone. So you want to move really slowly and sequentially through your spine, one vertebra at a time. And bend your knees a bit. Then when you get all the way down, you can kind of roll, sweep your hands from side to side. Let your crown of your head drop towards the ground and let your neck dangle. And then tuck your tail and roll up through your spine. Bone by bone by bone. Rolling your pelvis over your leg bones first. And then sequentially rolling up through your spine. Letting your head be the last thing to come up. Oh, that felt good. Really good. Okay. Let's just do a little back bend before we do our Cobra pose. So just interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulders back and down. And lift your chest. Keep your tail tucked, your low back long, your rib cage lifting off of your pelvis. Your sit bones descending to your ankles. Your tailbone dropping between your legs. Okay, and then make your way down to lying on your belly. Okay, so let's do Cobra now. You're going to lie down on your stomach. Place your hands underneath your shoulders with your elbows pointing back, your forearms off the ground. Roll your shoulders back and down. Press the front of your pelvis in the ground and imagine a cobra lifting up fluidly, softly. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Inhale, lift up. Lift your chest up off the ground. And then slowly lower down. Push up and back into child's pose. So do you thread the needle in child's pose? And thread the needle on the other side. And then come on back, center. And let's try that cobra again. So lie down on your stomach. Hands are underneath your shoulders, elbows are... Inhale. Lift up. And just come up. Don't come up too far if it's crunching in your back. My low back is really crunching today. Then slowly lower down and just wiggle your hips from side to side. You can even windshield wiper your legs, bend your knees and windshield wipers. Okay, now we're going to do a version of Cobra that I think is not even called Cobra. I think it's from the Yin tradition. I think it might be called Seal, but I did forget to look that up. You're going to take your arms out to the sides and wide and straight. Tuck your tail under. And you're going to just prop yourself up here. Okay, you don't want to come too high because you're going to stay. You're going to stay for a while. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Keep your tail tucked under. Keep your chin back over your shoulders, your ears back over your shoulders, your chin tucked. Feel your breath moving along your spine. Shoulders drop down away from your ears. The thing with yin poses is you hold them for a long time. The practice isn't staying. Okay, so let's slowly lower down. Whew. Oi, oi, oi. And then child's pose. Okay, and then roll up through your spine. All right. I think I would like to finish with a breath practice today. Okay, and the reason why I want to share this with you, again, from this, I ended up using this book so much in this series, Kavalya's Myths of the Asanas. So this was really interesting to me about the cobra. According to the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, the ultimate aim of Hatha Yoga is to hear the internal sound, the most basic vibration, or as yogis call it, the nadam. According to scientists, every aspect of the universe is composed of tiny vibrating strings, which makes everything from the cosmic to the subtle vibrate. Snakes have a capacity to listen for subtle vibrations, and this amazing ability makes the cobra's potency as a yogic symbol even more powerful. One often conjures the image of a snake charmer at the thought of a cobra, and it has long been said that the music of the charmer calmed the vicious beast. What is true of snakes, however, is that they have no external ears. In order to hear sound, they must contact the hard surface with their jaw to conduct the vibration into their oral nerves. This means that the snake listens through internal means rather than through external means, as humans do. So what would that be like for us to listen to our own internal voice a lot more rather than be always responding to external stimulus and demands? So this is a really subtle, a really actually powerful concept for us as yogis to work with, this idea of tuning into our internal sound. So I'd like to do this Ujjayi breath. I don't know why I didn't do anything differently. Yeah. I'll just say we're going to do Ujjayi breath. Yeah. How much time do I have left? Oh, okay. ABC? We're going to do Ujjayi breath in order to tune into that internal sound. And I heard a really great way of describing how to do that this week. You're going to inhale through your nose and exhale, whisper hello, hello. And feel the shape of your throat. Inhale. Exhale, whisper hello, hello. So you can feel your breath going over your vocal cords. So you're going to keep that shape of your throat that you have when you say hello, when you whisper hello, and inhale and exhale, and you'll hear that internal sound, that sound of your breath. Okay, so you can continue this breath for 5 or 10 minutes and rest back. Do Shavasana for 5 or 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 91 of Namaste Yoga. Namaste.